Hello everybody, welcome back to another video game analysis. I know my face is red. Let's just get that out of the way. I got sunburnt. It's a hot day today. But let's get right to it. Today we're talking about the direction of the Sonic franchise. What do I mean by that? Because Sonic's run as Sega's Mario, Sega's mascot, he was one of the first competition as a mascot character, which made a lot of other companies want their own. And the idea here is Sonic went through some changes as its series continued because of a few poor executions or a few problems, just trying to make things work, There's a couple of games I'd like to I wish I could show off, but I don't want to waste your time. I want to get right to the nitty-gritty and talk about what really is going on. So, let's get right to it. So really quick to begin, I just want to point out how popular Sonic was. He was so popular, this is Sonic Chaos for the Sega Master System. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, the Master System was the system before the Genesis. And I would say yes, it is. Sonic was so popular, they made games on the Sega's previous system too, because they knew people still had it and they didn't have a Genesis at the time. And it's just an amazing well, not many people had this Master System either, from my accounts. I'd love to, if commenters have any masters, I'd love to know, but Sonic games are made everywhere. People love them. Sega really took their Mario and took it full advantage of them, just like they should. And now we're skipping here to the Genesis days. Sonic was on top of the world. I picked Sonic and Knuckles because I pretty much shown to death the other classic Sonic games, except 3, I believe. This is technically part of 3, so I'm going to use that as my excuse. Sonic at this point was just something that they took. It's like I said in when I talked about Sonic's whole spiel with how he got so successful. He took the Mario style of platforming, which revolutionized the market, and brought consoles gaming back into a whole new idea and a whole new fleshed out formula. That's what made Sonic so popular. And we just fell in love with him. He's just another mascot that people really enjoy. And what's wrong with that? We had many years to come to something great. Okay. Let's dedicate this whole section here, which is me, put a picture right there of Sonic 06, or Sonic Next Gen, whatever you call it. It's the game Sonic the Hedgehog, not the first game on the Genesis, the HD third-party game. First of all, I think this was supposed to be I'm going to say this right now. I think this is supposed to be Sonic Adventure 3, but they knew they screwed up, so they renamed it, but renamed it without a title. They probably just used the when you have I like this video. I just have it as VGAB 23. But when I put it on YouTube, it's gonna be the Video Game Analysis Board episode 23, and then the title. I think they just took the default title they were working on, and made it the title. Man, they did a lot wrong. I will say this though, they had good ideas. They just weren't executed right. If they took more time in that game, if they made the story a lot better, I probably wouldn't even forgave the story, because there's a lot of things in Sonic Adventure 2 that had problems with the story. But, whatever. And that's a good segue here. Sonic Adventure was Sonic's first debut into 3D. And it worked out pretty well. I mean, the games, honestly, I feel, and some other people agree with me, have aged. But I'm not saying they're not fun. I can find enjoyment in them. But they have aged. I can play Mario 64 to this day. But it's different formulas. You have to understand. they were trying out two different formulas. Mario was lucky to get that right, and they pretty much had to. Sonic got it right too, and he was lucky. He was. But bottom line is, man, you know, there was a lot of, I don't know what exactly it is. Some people tell me it's the fans made them rush it. Some people tell me they just were lazy. Some people tell me this. I don't know the real reason. All I know is this game is incredibly rushed. It's not the reason I wore the shirt. It's just, ugh. For one thing, watch Clement J460, the great Clement. I'll put a link in the description. Watch his, I think it's 8-part review, 6-part, whatever, of Sonic 06. That man has done a great review, and I can't say anything more than he said. If you really want more information on this, but I'm just gonna stick to the fact that that's not the point of this video, reviewing the game or what it's about or anything. I want to say the fact that this game is a franchise destroyer. It was such a mistake that it could, in any other franchise, would have been dead. Just like what happened to Crash and Spyro. Dead. But the thing is, people love Sonic so much, and you know, they kept giving him chances afterwards. Sonic had at this point to reinvent himself because they've gone too far, honestly. And the new game Sonic Lost Worlds, although it has a new style, they're still sticking with some old stuff that worked. And I remember much before the game was announced, the creator was saying the next Sonic game will be, I'm planning on the Wii U, and it will reinvent the series, because that's the point. They want to reinvent the series. They want to take what works and reinvent it and have Sonic loved again. I mean, he has always been loved, but for a while, from 2006 to like very recently, I'd say when Sonic Colors, it was getting iffy, and then Sonic Generations gave us a lot of confidence back, but still, a lot of new Sonic games are like, let's see how this turns out. Yeah, well, let's look at some stuff they did in the meantime during the reinventing process. I greatly apologize for the lack of audio in this game and another game that'll show off soon, but I wanted to show Sonic the Black Knight because there was a time where during Sonic's quote-unquote dark ages, you know, that's what a lot of people call it, and I can agree with it many points, and of course Sonic did have a very big letdown after Sonic 06, but they tried some new ideas with Sonic, and some of them were a little ridiculous. I have to defend this game, though. People don't understand the point that this was supposed to be a storybook series, but basically, like, honestly, this game, the idea was, oh, there's motion control, let's use a sword. Because that's what the Wiimote's supposed to be, a sword. And the idea here is, there was a point in Sonic's direction where they just had to keep trying new things, and they had to say, we're not going to do Sonic 06 ever again. And they're just trying to go, it's like, not go back to their roots, but trying to discover something that'll help them along the way to make a new Sonic that people can love again. You know what I mean? And there was another point where they also tried to go back to their roots. They were daring enough to say, let's make a Sonic 4 after 20 years, and it's divided into 3 episodes. The third one is not currently out, but basically I'm going to talk about my experience with this game. I also have episode 2, and both of them are the same to me. I mean, 2 did it a lot better than 1, but I feel like this was just made to get people's attention back to Sonic. I feel like there was too much. I feel like because they added a homing attack to a 2D game, they just had to take full advantage. I was amazed by it at first. I thought it looked really good. But after a while, I started noticing that it's not that well done of a game, and I was hoping 2 would fix that, and it did. It made improvements, but still, I feel like that this series is just a way to saying that, hey, look, we're still trying. And it's not a horrible thing. You really do want people's attention back. I understand that because Sonic's such a big deal, and like I said, the whole idea of Sonic 06 being a franchise-destroying game, it showed how much people love Sonic because they're willing to give him more chances, and to this day, it's still running true. It's something that we want to enjoy. And after a big mistake, it's like everything fell apart. You have to go with what's going on. You have to reinvent yourself. So after tossing and turning, I feel like Sonic has done everything it could in this reinventing process. The Dark Ages, as many people call it, and I agree with it. I don't like calling it Dark Ages. I'm just a Sonic fan. I'm not a fan of the Sonic fan base. Just saying. Just saying. But I've always enjoyed Sonic games, except for a few. I actually never played Sonic 06. I already knew how. Everyone told me how bad it was. I've seen many Let's Plays on it, and I do know. I'm very aware. But there's a couple games I didn't like. A couple games I thought were dragged out. A couple of games I think had problems. To this day, I've never finished Sonic Unleashed because I just got so inspired in the middle. I would get farther and farther every time I tried. But yeah. And I don't want to go through Eggman Land. That's an annoying level. But the whole idea is Sonic went back to his roots by making Sonic 4. He tried new game mechanics like a sword. And it came to the point where you had an experimental idea like Colors that got well received. And now they expanded upon that with a game based on both the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic, where they have different play styles and they play them together just for the fun of it. They go through old styles and basically this is a way to see what works and what doesn't. This is Sonic Generations. I enjoy that game. I have both the regular the console version and I have the 3DS version. They're very different. That's what I like about Sega games. The one version's always different than the other, so it's worth buying. I'm still only getting the Wii U Lost Worlds though. That's just me. But the whole idea here is Sonic is tried new things. He's working on what works and what doesn't. And now, I think seeing all this, seeing all the trailers and stuff from Lost Worlds, I can see how Sega took it all and merged it. That's why I'm so confident in this game. Even the most cynical of Sonic fans are saying that this looks fun. I'm so excited for this game. I just can't wait. And I'll talk more about it, whatever, when it comes up. Let's just watch the next part. Here's another one. I'm sorry, lack of audio. But Sonic Colors. Now, this was a game that had many different opinions. I am on the board that I love this game. I thought it is a little on the short side, but I think that was on purpose because they want to see how this new. If they have everything, everything's new. The physics engine, the platforming ideas. I mean, they still kept the boost mechanics from Sonic Unleashed, which everyone says has some of the best Sonic 3D levels, and I agree with that. The boost is really fun. I want to see how. It looks like there's a replacement for in Sonic Lost Worlds, but we'll see where we're going with that. There's more of a platform focus on the game. I'll talk about that a little later. But Sonic Colors was definitely their new style, and it shows because the new games are. The new game Sonic Lost Worlds is actually following this idea. The Wisps are coming back. It's keeping the 2D and 3D mechanic. Like right now, I'm switching to 2D, and I love this idea. I just love it. Like it's so simple, but I love the idea having 3D sections and 2D sections. And clearly, this is just because I think this is probably clearly because Sega people were starting to get very iffy on the Sega game, so they said, you know what, let's have a little 2D action in it too, just so they can warm up to it, the 3D ideas a little bit. Which is also why I think another complaint for this game is there wasn't as many 3D levels, 3D sections as there were 2D. Again, it's trying something new, and Sonic Generations adopted a lot of ideas from this game, which is also a good game itself. Sonic's in a good direction now. Sonic's had to reinvent himself, and I think he did. I think he did a good job with it, and overall, I think we're gonna look forward to a lot of Sonic in the future. But that's just me. Same in my opinion, Sonic Colors. It's just me. So when I talked about basically a condensed version of this from the Bickering Gamers, I mentioned way before Lost World was announced that I'm looking forward to a good future in Sonic, because I can tell that they're working on something really good. And they finally have the necessary components together to repair. And the fact that they're still saying that they're still looking at Sonic 06 as a comparison to the series, it's like, I'm sorry, it was made in 2006. It's not relevant anymore, and it's not. Lost Worlds looks so fun, and it's going. And some people say going back to Sonic's roots. I disagree to an extent. I think it has elements from all the games that work. They've experimented and experimented after going too far. Well, no, yeah, it was going too far at Sonic 06. That went too far, and they found it. It's clicked. They are going to. You know what describes it well? Go to JonTron's channel. Watch his video on the Sonic team. It's hilarious. Um, the whole idea is wow, just wow. This looks fun. The platform elements make it more like the classic games, but it has the speed elements. And sometimes it doesn't have the speed elements. A run button. Wow, what a concept for Sonic. It just all came together. It just they focused, they worked, and they. I think this game's gonna be a game changer for Sonic series. We'll see. You know. So yes, thank you all for watching. You know what? Thank you always. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say it at the end of every episode. Um, Next time, I want to look at I actually want to look at the Super Mario Brothers series way back in the day, in the NES days, because there's two sequels. I'm gonna leave this one a little vague. There's two sequels to Mario 1, and I want to talk about them. Gonna leave it a little vague for you. See you next time.